Hello, how are you today, Carlos?
I'm fine, thank you.
Fine too. Thank you very much.
Okay, good. I'm okay as well. It's our last class by Saturdays, by Sundays. Next time will be only in Saturday. I'm so excited to finish the TESOL class. It's my last TESOL class. I received certificate in August. Okay, let's know as usual. Last time we have new, but maybe somebody will watch this video for the first time, just for them. Introduce yourself and tell us, do you like detective story? What's your favorite detective story? Okay, Carlo, you can start.
My name is Carlos. I'm from Mexico. Uh, I've never read a detective story, but I watched detective film stories,
Detective movies.
detective movies, and it's okay.
What is your favorite detective movie?
Oh my God, I don't remember any. I just watching when I was watching the movie when they already started.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Right now, I can't remember any.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Susana, answer.
And well, I'm Susana from Santiago, Chile, and I don't like detective stories, and I kind of thinking a favorite detective story, but I like an anime, Detective Conan.
Do you like
But
anime, Susanna? I like anime
yes,
too.
Wow.
Congratulations.
this anime was very popular,
Yes.
even in Latin America.
Mm-hmm. I Ellen from English teacher from Ukraine, plan to move to Chile in November, and I really like detective stories. I really like Sherlock Holmes story in the childhood, and now I like to watch one Russian detective movie which calls A Print. A Print. It's how the police were working on one service, which is called Federal Expert Service, and they were making a lot of expertise, DNA tests and other tests. For instance, okay, the body is lying here, we see the blood print. It means that the body was moved here, but he was killed in the other place. For instance, they were like looking for the prints and for genetical materials and trying to find the criminal this way. I wish in real life the policeman was working this way as in this detective movie, but unfortunately it's only in the movie possible. But it's very funny to watch how they are working on it. Anyway, okay, here is a usual our class rules, and I will ask Carlos to read them in English just.
Uh, Ellen's, Ellen's English class rules. Number one, remember Zoom can lead only 40 minutes conference. If you come to class late, you will miss some activities. Number two, all the students must answer one by one. Do not interrupt each other. Number three, raise your hand when answering a question and wait for the teacher to call on you. Number four, teach one another. Number five, help one another.
Yes, I hope, I think you know that, and just remember about Zoom activities and also teach one another and help one another. It means that my Spanish is not still my first language, and if you see something like that, just help each other to learn English. The phrase Latin phrase that decimus, when you teach, you're learning something new. This formula is working for us here. Here's a Spanish variant which we don't need. And today we will learn again improving English vocabulary. It's my last topic for the TESOL practice class. And I try to choose a little bit harder text. If you will not learn any vocabulary, anyway you will improve your skills. Reading skills, better say, yeah. Okay, let me share you the audio with you. as usual. Yes. Okay, here is audio. Listen 5 minutes of audio and then we will read around 2 of the pages. Okay, let me know if you can hear it.
The Blue Carbuncle. I had called upon my friend Sherlock Holmes.
Can you hear it?
Yes, I can hear.
This story was my favorite in the childhood, around when I was 12, 11. I listened to it in Russian, but now happy to produce it to you in English.
Upon the second morning after Christmas, with the intention of wishing him the compliments of the season. He was lounging upon the sofa in a purple dressing gown, a pipe rack within his reach upon the right, and a pile of crumpled morning papers, evidently newly studied, near at hand. Beside the couch was a wooden chair, and on the angle of the back hung a very seedy and disreputable hard felt hat, much the worse for wear, and cracked in several places. A lens and a forceps lying upon the seat of the chair suggested that the hat had been suspended in this manner for the purpose of examination. "You are engaged," said I. "Perhaps I interrupt you." "Not at all. I'm glad to have a friend with whom I can discuss my results. The matter is a perfectly trivial one." He jerked his thumb in the direction of the old hat. "But there are points in connection with it which are not entirely devoid of interest, and even of instruction." I seated myself in his armchair and warmed my hands before his crackling fire, for a sharp frost had set in, and the windows were thick with the ice crystals. "I suppose," I remarked, "that, homely as it looks, this thing has some deadly story linked onto it. That it is the clue which will guide you in the solution of some mystery, and the punishment of some crime." No crime," said Sherlock Holmes, laughing. "Only one of those whimsical little incidents which will happen when you have 4 million human beings all jostling each other within the space of a few square miles. Amid the action and reaction of so dense a swarm of humanity, every possible combination of events may be expected to take place, and many a little problem will be presented which may be striking and bizarre, without being criminal. We have already had experience of such. So much so, I remarked, that of the last 6 cases which I have added to my notes, 3 have been entirely free of any legal crime. Precisely. You allude to my attempt to recover the Irene Adler papers, to the singular case of Miss Mary Sutherland, and to the adventure of the man with the twisted lip. Well, I have no doubt that this small matter will fall into the same innocent category. You know Peterson, the commissionaire? Yes. It is to him that this trophy belongs. It is his hat. No, he found it. Its owner is unknown. I beg that you will look upon it not as a battered billycock, but as an intellectual problem. And first, as to how it came here. It arrived upon Christmas morning, in company with a good fat goose, which is, I have no doubt, roasting at this moment in front of Peterson's fire. The facts are these. About 4 o'clock on Christmas morning, Peterson, who, as you know, is a very honest fellow, was returning from some jollification, and was making his way homewards down Tottenham Court Road. In front of him he saw, in the gaslight, a tallish man, walking with a slight stagger, and carrying a white goose slung over his shoulder. As he reached the corner of Goodge Street, a row broke out between this stranger and a little knot of roughs. One of the latter knocked off the man's hat, on which he raised his stick to defend himself, and swinging it over his head, smashed the shop window behind him. Peterson had rushed forward to protect the stranger from his assailants, but the man, shocked at having broken the window and seeing an official-looking person in uniform rushing towards him, dropped his goose, took to his heels, and vanished amid the labyrinth of small streets which lie at the back of Tottenham Court Road. The roughs had also fled at the appearance of Peterson, so that he was left in possession of the field of battle, and also the spoils of victory in the shape of the battered hat and a most unimpeachable Christmas goose, which surely he restored to their owner. My dear fellow, there lies the problem. It is true that "For Mrs. Henry Baker" was printed upon a small card which was tied to the bird's left leg, and it is also true that the initials HB are legible upon the lining of this hat. But as there are some thousands of Bakers and some hundreds of Henry Bakers in this city of ours, it is not easy to restore lost property to any one of them. What then did Peterson do? He brought round both hat and goose to me on Christmas morning, knowing that even the smallest problems are of interest to me. The goose we retained until this morning, when there were signs that, in spite of the slight frost, it would be well and it should be eaten without unnecessary delay.
Okay, here we listen part of the story. Carlos, Susanna, what was this text about? What is the text story? What did you understand in this piece of?
It was a very difficult subject. I hardly ever understood what they said.
Yes, Susanna.
And I think somebody tried to steal a geese to someone else.
Yeah, good version, good version. We will read and see. What did you understand? Okay. I see the best way will be to read the story out loud, try to find out the new words here for you, and pick up a pen, piece of paper, writing a new words. I also prepare a dictionary for you, and it will help us to translate it to Spanish without my explanations. What does it mean? Anyway, okay, Susanna, you can start.
I had called upon my friend Sherlock Holmes upon the second morning after Christmas with the intention of wishing him the compliments of the season. He was lounging upon the sofa in a purple dressing gown, a pipe rack within his reach upon the right, and a pile of crumpled morning papers, evidently newly studied. Near at hand, beside the couch was a wooden chair, and on the angle of the back hung a very seedy and reputable heartfelt hat, much the worse for wear, and cracked in several places. A lens and a forceps lying upon the seat of the chair suggested that the hat had been suspended in this manner for the purpose of examination.
Okay. I think you have some new words here. Which word was completely new for you?
Longing.
Okay. Longing, like lying down, like scratching. It's better will be if you will do it this way. Longing and translating. Here, the Spanish variant will be more helpful for you, I think.
Okay. I prefer to use linge or word reference.
Here is Johan, longing. Okay. Explanation. Pero yo tengo solamente el diccionario. Está en la cama, like lying down on the couch, and the full legs, not like halfly sit down, like.
Later, I'll send you the links of the dictionaries which I use.
Okay, send the dictionary and we will better use this. So first you send it to me here to this chat, and I will open it and we will use it. Don't worry. Until Carlos will read. And Carlos, what other new do you
have? This expression, dressing gown.
What? Dressing gown?
Dressing gown.
Okay, dressing gown. Es la ropa. Mujeres y hombres pueden lavar solamente cuando ellos toman hasta ellos toman la ducha o hasta ellos van en el apartamento, en casa, pero no en la calle. Hombres y mujeres pueden tener esta ropa.
¿Bata?
No, voy a ver. Es españoles.
Sí, la que buscar una bata.
La bata, sí. La bata. Dressing gown. What else, guys, do you have?
Crumpled.
The
next line.
Okay. Crumpled. No recuerdo. En ruso yo conozco qué es esto, pero en español no sé cómo se dice. Voy a ver. Vamos a ver aquí. Crumpled. Apagado.
Arrugado.
Arrugado, sí, crumpled. Escriba estas palabras nuevas para ustedes.
Yes, there are new words. There are a lot of new words.
For sure, as I promised. Okay, what else you don't understand? Read it again, both of you, and try to find the new words.
Honk. Disreputable. I don't know how to.
Which side?
Let me read it. And on the angle of the back hung a very seedy next line.
Here. Just tell me exactly.
Next line. That's
and?
right. That's right.
Okay.
De dudosa reputación, busqué.
Okay, gracias.
No, be the opposite. I think it's the opposite.
Opposite.
No, this.
Mala fama. Disreputable. Okay.
Reputable, disreputable.
Disreputable. No puede repetir, antónimo de repetir. Disreputable.
Disreputable.
Okay. Any other words? Both, Susanna, you also look for a new word. It's for both. No matter who is reading, you both have to look for a new word.
No, I had the same doubts. I didn't know what was crumpled, but you searched it a moment ago, so I'm fine.
Okay, Carlos. Then you could help Carlos if you find another word. Carlos, Susanna can help you then if it's okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other words in this paragraph?
Should I read the next paragraph or what?
Okay, Susanna will read the next paragraph with no more words.
No, I read the last paragraph, so it would be better if he reads the next.
Okay, Carlos reads, okay. Yeah, Tony, yes,
Okay.
Right.
You are engaged. You're engaged, said I. Perhaps I interrupt you. Not at all. I'm glad to have a friend with whom I can discuss my results. The matter is a perfectly trivial one. He jerked his thumb in the direction of an old hat, but there are points in connection with it which are not entirely devoid of interest and even of instruction. Okay,
second paragraph for you because this paragraph was longer. This
okay.
paragraph also read it.
I seated myself in his armchair and warmed my hands before his cracking fire, for a sharp frost had set in, and the windows were thick with the ice crystals. I suppose I remarked that homely as it looks, this thing has some deadly story linked on to it. That it is the clue which will guide you in the solution of some mystery, and the punishment of some crime. Wow.
Okay, Maria, are you here? ¿Escuchasnos?
Yes, sí.
Okay, Maria, we started to read the story. We already read the first paragraph, and then we read these two paragraphs. And now our task is, two of you are watching a new words, looking for a new words. You didn't hear, of course, what we have read. The next paragraph will be for you. Just try to find some new words in this paragraph. And let me know what new words. Carla, Susana, three of you, try to find a new words, write them down, and I will use a dictionary and help you to translate it, or explain myself, or help you to translate it to Spanish. And write them down and learn the new words later. When you have time, learn the new words. Okay, anyway, Susana, Carlos, everyone watching for a new words now, looking for a new words.
And the first paragraph?
No, in all paragraphs you have read, and Susana
okay,
also.
The first paragraph I read, I mean. Jerked. Jerked his thumb, jerked.
Jerked, okay.
Like, put my finger like this.
Let's see, for sure, yeah. Jerked. Yes.
Tirar de algo me sale sacudirse.
Jerk.
Yeah.
Gracias, Susana. Aquí, escriba estas palabras todas, María. Si tú no conoces, escriba también, Susana. Todos escriban nuevas palabras. Necesitan mejorar nuestro vocabulario. Es mi tema hoy. Jerk is turn. Turn es esta cosa. Okay, other words, guys.
Devoid.
Desprovisto, exento.
Devoid.
Can you repeat it? Exento.
Devoid es como desprovisto o exento.
Ok, gracias.
Ok, devoid. Vamos a... escriba esa palabra nueva, si esta es nueva. Devoid. Desprovisto, girl. Buen trabajo, Susana.
Desprovisto.
Buen trabajo, Susana.
Exento suena más fácil.
Ok, otras palabras. María, Carlos. ¿Quién tienen palabras cual no conocen?
Homely. In the middle of the next paragraph. In the third line. At the end of the third line. Homely.
Homely. Home es casa.
Home es casa, but homely?
Homely es...
I couldn't say casadamente, no.
Como querido, ¿no?
Feo.
¿Cómo?
Feo.
¿Cuál?
It's like ugly.
Holy. Yeah.
No, busqué, estaba mal, eso. Busqué y homely se refería a algo sencillo, familiar, algo como simple, falta de elegancia, algo casero, sencillo, modesto.
Gracias, entiendo, sí, gracias por explicar, todo es correcto, sí. Ok, otras palabras, María.
Crackling. Crackling.
Okay, clue, and then crackling, we will see.
Clue, yo la busqué y ni siquiera la conozco en español. Onda, ni siquiera el
Maybe
significado en español sé qué es.
Clue
it's a
is,
hint. Maybe, I don't know. I think it's a hint. Es una
Mira,
pista.
busqué, seguro sale puño de escota, cabullera, cuerdas para sujetar hamacas, ovillo.
No, according to
No tengo
this,
idea, así que
es
sé que
una,
no tengo
es una pista.
okay, María, ¿cuál palabra tú dijiste?
Crackling.
¿Dónde es esta?
Esa en ese in the same paragraph, second line, first word.
Crackling.
Yes.
Esta cosa, si tú hagas esta cosa por la ventana, esta cosa voy a pasar. Crashing. Crackling.
Ah, como el crujido que hace el fuego cuando se está quemando.
De hecho, eso es el crujido del fuego. El chisporreteo.
Qué rara la palabra.
Sí,
Mejor usa, por eso mejor usa el diccionario de Word Reference.
Sí,
Sí, word reference is
Es
good.
más certero con las palabras en español.
Crujido, tienes razón. En la segunda línea ahí dice crujido.
Sí, por eso, pero por ejemplo, el primer significado que te pone chisporroteo, ¿quién usa esa palabra en español? Nadie. No se usa.
Diccionarios ellos mientan a veces, por supuesto. Parece
No mienten, es que es una palabra en desuso.
desuso, sí,
Y
desuso.
ni siquiera
Está
era una
bien,
palabra en desuso formal.
pero ya no se
Es más
usa.
formal decir crujido.
Y
Así
en
es.
inglés también. En inglés también, porque ese canal vivió mucho tiempo pasado. Este es no moderno inglés, este inglés para otra century, no sé cómo se dice en español, para otra, it's for the other century of life. For sure it's older English, and for sure Spanish is not book here. Okay, Maria, read the next paragraph.
What?
No, this stuff read.
Okay.
Puedes
No,
leerla.
out loud. Read it loudly.
Hostling. Hostling.
But you need to read it out loud.
Third line.
No.
Tienes que leer el párrafo entero.
Ajá, en
Desde
voz
no,
alta. En voz
Bien.
alta para que todos los escuchen.
Lee el párrafo entero desde el principio.
No, crying. Say Sherlock Holmes, loudly. Only one of those whimsical little incidents which will happen when you have 4 million human beings all hosting.
Justing.
Eso, Jocelyn.
Ok, continue. Seguimos. Justing each other. Una u otra, each other. Ujú.
Jocelyn, sí, pero.
Continúa sin miedo.
Which mean the word Jocelyn.
Ok, vamos a explicar nuevas palabras cuando terminan de leer. Pero ahora necesitan solamente leer.
Sorry, I don't listen.
Lee todo el párrafo en voz alta. Cuando termines de leer, nos dice qué palabra no entendiste y la responderemos.
No, gracias, Carlos.
Ok. Entonces, they all Jocelyn each other within the span of a few square miles. army, the action and reaction of the things as one of humanity, every possible combination of events may be expected to take place, and many a little problem will be present, which may be a striking and bizarre without being criminal. We have already have experience of such.
Ok. Es un poco difícil para ti, pero vamos a conocer nuevas palabras. Y creo que su inglés es A2, pero el inglés de Susana y de Carlos B1 o B2. Ellos pueden ayudarte, yo también voy a ayudar. ¿Cuál palabras tú no conoces y nosotros vamos a explicar? En mi clase nosotros enseñamos uno a otro, Ok, María, ¿cuál palabra?
Jocelyn,
Primer palabra no conoces. ¿Cuál?
in the third line, in the center, Jocelyn.
Justin. ¿Quién conoce quién es Justin?
Alborotado.
Ok, gracias. Otra palabra.
Amit, the next line,
Entre.
Amit,
Entre en medio de. No sé cómo se pronuncia. Pero.
Amit,
Emit. Ok, vamos a oír cómo pronuncia de inglés nativa blanda.
Pero es entre.
Aimed. Ok, vamos a oír.
Amid.
Emit.
Amid.
Entrar. Ok, seguimos. ¿Cuál otra palabra no conoce?
shrinking.
Es como notable, algo sorprendente.
Okay.
¿Dónde tú empieza esa palabra?
In the last line.
In the last line, what?
¿Cómo se dice antepenúltima?
Por
First
letras.
word before last line. Shrinking.
Already. Criminal.
First word.
Just striking. Strike.
¿Qué? Se dice, antepenúltima se dice penultimate.
Gracias. Ok. Y ustedes, Carlos y Susana, ¿todas palabras conocen?
No, whimsical. O
What?
whimsical.
¿Dónde es esa palabra?
The second line.
Me salió caprichoso, fantasioso, enigmático. No tengo idea a cuál se puede referir de todas estas.
Ok. Gracias. ¿Y tú, Susana, todos conoces?
Yo tenía las mismas dudas que dijeron ellos, así que... Pero ya la busqué.
Ok. Cuando nos vemos, nosotros podemos ayudar una u otra en mi clase, no solamente maestra. Cuando estudiantes ayudan a otras personas, ellos estudian también, como nosotros podemos. Ok, 5 minutos más tenemos en esta clase. Podemos leer un más parágrafo. Podemos leer. ¿Quién quiere leer?
Ya, yo leo la que sigue. So much so, I remarked that of the last 6 cases which I have added to my notes, three have been entirely free of any legal crime. Precisely, you alluded to my attempt to recover the Iranian letter papers, to the singular case of Miss Mary Sutherland, and to the adventure of the man with the twisted lip. Well, I have no doubt that this small matter will fall into the same innocent category. You know, Peterson, the commissioner. Yes, it is to him that this trophy belongs.
Okay. Any new words? Maria, Susana, Carlos, any new words you see here?
No.
Carlos?
Alud.
A lot? Mucho?
Excuse me.
A lot?
Aludir.
Aludir, puede ser.
Igual, por eso. Sí, aludir.
Ok, explica, Susana.
No, es que la palabra es exactamente, es que es igual en español, debe tener raíz latina.
The
Aludir.
third line. Precisely,
Okay.
you allude to my attempt to recovery.
Ok, María. ¿Tienes palabras nuevas en este parágrafo?
Trophy.
Ok, Susana, ¿quién es esto, Carla?
¿Trofeo será?
Last
Trofeo,
line.
copa, galardón.
Galardón, trofeo.
Sí, trofeo.
Okay. Y twisted
Ok, ¿quién es esto, Carlos?
lip.
Twisted lip. Cuando tienes labio torcido.
Acá tienen problema porque ellos estuvieron faltando.
Sí.
Okay.
Es una novela de misterio.
Es detective novela, sí. Ok,
Está hablando de alguien que tiene los labios torcidos.
gracias
Ok.
por explicar. Todos trabajan bien, Carlos, Susana, ayudan mucho a María. Esta es como mi clase funcionada. Y creo que todos pueden hacer más palabras porque este es original del texto de un detective historia. Y creo que es un poco aburrida clase, pero este es mi tema, enseñar nuevo vocabulario para estudiantes. Pero esta es última clase por domingo, otra vez voy a dar clases solamente por sábados. Nos vemos en sábados todos.
Okay.
Gracias, Helen, por todo.
Gracias.
Gracias, hasta luego.
Discúlpeme por llegar tarde.
Ok, pero tú conoces más palabras un poco. Todo es bien. Me alegra verte. Nosotros alegran verte, querida María.
Gracias, Helen.
Gracias. Un abrazo a todos.
Gracias a todos. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.